Super Insane Rhythm Day. Today, I'm gonna show you how I the most complex polyrhythm I've ever encountered.
But Daddy, what's a polyrhythm anyway?
So glad you asked. A polyrhythm refers to two or more simultaneous and incongruent divisions of
Anyway, let's start by narrowing our definition a little bit. I'm not going to be discussing this 11 against 6 polyrhythm found in Chopin's First Nocturne. Why not? Well, let's take a look. It's technically a polyrhythm, but it really doesn't matter where the notes line up rhythmically, because it's clearly just an embellished melodic line over an accompaniment. Rubato is not only allowed, it's expected in the right hand, so lingering on particularly juicy notes is all part of the style. So yeah, you could take your 11 by 6 and put it on a grid like this. This is a pointless exercise. If you actually put this on a grid, it would be so much worse. Nothing but net. Today, we're really at the height of musical complexity in the 20th century. Unlike the polyrhythms from the days of yore, it really does matter how these notes line up. So that rhythm grid we made for Chopin is going to come in real handy. Let me set the stage. The year is 1968, and Niccolò Castiglione, having no prior experience with the organ, just composed his massive Symphony of War and Peace while working as a visiting professor at the University of Michigan. The rhythm in question comes from the first movement of this symphony, entitled Monday. It features 3 distinct and disparate textures played all at once, which give it a kind of haunted funhouse / horror dreamscape feel. The double pedal line is written in a simple 4/4 meter. The right hand is in 4 against 3 in the pedal, and finally, the left hand comes in at 9 against 8 in the pedal. What? That's right. So while you're worried about the persistent 4 against 3 between the right-handed pedal, you simultaneously need to worry about the 9/8 notes against 8/8 notes between the left hand and pedal. I do admit that it's not humanly possible to perform this rhythm precisely. However, I want to show you, with the use of our grid, the one that I threw in the trash earlier, how I pretty closely approximated this music. Okay, grab a large sheet of paper, a deathly sharp pencil, and a ruler. Let's start by drawing a staff with plenty of space in between. You're going to need it. Let's also decide which rhythmic value we'll need to line up between the parts. This is something you can do with a cursory glance. Just look for the smallest common duration. Is it a work that features lots of 30-second notes, as in a slow movement from a Mozart piano sonata? Then that's the subdivision you'll need to focus on. Or are 8th notes or 16th notes the most common, shortest values? In our case, it's actually the 16th note, which must be accurately lined up on our rhythm grid. The 9/8 in the left hand is predominantly 8th note in the first half, but changes to 16th notes in the second half. So we'll adjust it to 9/16 throughout, just so we know exactly where these notes line up with the other parts. If, in this case, we only worried about how quarter notes lined up, for instance, then there would be much more information left out that we were simply guessing at. Now, use the millimeter lines on the ruler to write a whole mess of hash marks all the way across the page, in between the 2 staves. When you're finished making all those hash marks, it's going to look like this. Now it's time to label our instruments. In our case, the 4/4 meter is a double pedal rhythm with a mostly steady stream of 16th notes. Our 9/8 rhythm is in the left hand, and our 4 in the space of 3 is in the right hand. Notice I've doubled the meter in the left hand from 8 to 16 on the bottom. The next step is to mark off the rhythms in each part by counting the hash marks. The trickiest rhythm relationship is the 9 against 8 that we get between the left hand and pedal, so let's start right there. What you'll want to remember is that you're counting 9 hash marks in the pedal and only 8 in the left hand. Which sounds counterintuitive, but a lower number means quicker rhythm since there's less space between each beat. So, as you're counting groups of 9 and groups of 8 across our railroad tracks, mark a bold line beneath for each pedal note and a bold line above for each left hand note. Now to the right hand. This is much easier since every quarter note in the right hand lines up with every third 16th note in the pedal. Alright, so after all this, it's actually time to fill the notes from the score and place them onto the corresponding hash marks on your practice sheet. And through the magic of YouTube, I'm going to pull a total
Martha Stewart howling
and pull the pre-prepped score out of the oven. This is what you'll have in the end. A big sheet of paper with a bunch of notes and a bunch of hash marks all over it. So now what? Alright, now for the fun part. It's time to... So you're probably wondering, like, isn't it possible to just kind of fake all these rhythms? Because nobody will ever know and it'll save a ton of practice time. Yes, you could do that. But if you're a total masochist like I am, then you're going to want to spend about a month practicing basically just this one page. So, buckle your seatbelts. I'm going to show you the quick and easy way to learn this rhythm. Okay, I'm seated at the piano now. Just pretend it's an organ. Set the metronome to something like 130, and each beat is one hash mark. I'm going to play the left hand and pedal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. You get the idea, and then you speed it up. So we'll put it on 166 and pretend that we just practiced for an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, etc. We're going to continue speeding up here. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm speeding up in big groups because I've already practiced. But you'll want to just click, 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 one at a time as you speed up. Don't go too fast too soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., etc. So that's pretty much all I did to learn this. Put the music on a grid, started slow, got incrementally faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until it went from feeling like a bunch of hash marks to 3 independent musical lines. It takes a while, but you know, what else do you have to do, right? That's right. In a world where YouTube offers you the 5-minute solution to grow your hair back, lose some weight, and earn $40,000, I give you the 5-month solution to learn music and rhythms that nobody, including myself, could possibly comprehend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.